Hello everyone. Today we are here with geometry. What is geometry? Geo means earth, metry is measure. So we are measuring the shapes around us. At this earth we have to measure everything, doing so many measurements. That is all about geometry. Geometry helps us to understand the space and the measurements. What are the uses of geometry? Geometry we can use for designing buildings or furniture, making maps or models, or for the art and the design, right? So later we will learn about the parts of the geometry in form of point, line segment or circle. Let's have some geometrical shapes first. Triangle have always three sides with three corners. Rectangle has four sides, but the opposite sides are always equal. And in a square we have four equal sides, like a tile. You can see all around in your house have four equal sides in a square. A pentagon is what? Five sides but has five corners. In hexagon has six sides but with six corners, like in a honeycomb. Heptagon also seven sides with seven corners. Octagon also have eight sides with eight corners. Nonagon nine sides with nine corners, and decagon have 10 sides with 10 corners, right? Okay, so now we need to understand what is a circle and what are the parts of the circle. Diameter, radius, chord, circumference. These are the part of the circle. A straight line is crossing the circle through the center. That is called a diameter. And diameter is always the twice of the radius. And radius is the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. Okay. Then what is chord? A chord is a line joining any 2 points on the circle. So that way, diameter is the longest chord. And what is a circumference? Circumference is the boundary of the circle, right? Now next is line. What is a line? Line has no end points. It is infinite. It can go forever on in the both directions. And line segment is a part of line, but it has end points. Okay. Line segment has always end points. Let's see the word problem here. The radius of a circle is given 9 centimeter. We have to find out the diameter. So what is the diameter? Diameter is always twice of the radius, and radius is given here is 9 centimeters. So twice of 9 is 2 multiply 9. That gives us 18 centimeter. Okay. Next practice problem. We see here the diameter of a circle is 20 centimeter. We have to find the radius. So we know diameter is always twice of radius. So definitely radius becomes the half of diameter. So what is diameter? 20. Then what will be the radius? 10. Okay. So the simple word problem is also here. A road. Suppose a road goes straight from town A to town B. So what is the line we call? The straight path from town A to town B is a line because it goes straight in both the directions without no end points. Line segment is what? Line segment is something we have two end points. Here is a problem given here. Sarah has a ribbon that is 10 centimeter long and she cuts it between point X and point Y. So this is a line segment because it has two end points, point X and point Y. Now let's see a problem based on chord. What is a chord? Suppose we have a round plate and that has a straight stick placed across it, touching two points on the edge. That is a chord because it is connecting 2 points on the circle. Okay. The circumference is the boundary of the circle, right? Suppose we have a round garden, has a fence around it, and the total length of the fence is 31 meters. So what do we call the distance all around the circle? It is called the circumference. Okay, got it? Now it's practice time. We have some practice questions here. A jump rope is straight on the floor from point A to point B. That is, what is it? This straight path called? Line segment. Next problem. A round clock has hands pointing at 12 and 6. Draw the straight line connecting these points. What it will be? this line, because it is connecting 2 points 12 to 6 in a circular round clock. So it is a chord, right? Okay, a round table has a string tied around it completely. So what is the total distance of the string called? Round table has a string tied around it completely. So what is the total distance of a string called? It is called circumference. Now you got it easily. What are the parts of the circle? Then after you take a revision first. Any queries you can ask, or otherwise we're going to the next topic. On the next slide, you can see given here is a diameter. The longest chord is the diameter. R is the radius here. D is the diameter shown. And the chord is also shown in this slide. We go to the next slide. You can see a circumference with the center point C and the line. You know how to draw a infinite line in both the directions. And we have a line segment given here with 2 points, 2 end points A and B. On the next slide, you can see a solid diameter is given here, and the half of it is radius. So it's already shown in the slide, and already given at the back some few shapes of 2D, already given 2D shapes. So you can have a look of that. Then after that, we will go to the next topic, 3D geometry after this. So is there any queries you can send to me? I will try to answer you all. Okay, thank you. Now we will learn about some 3D shapes. What are 3D shapes? We can touch the 3D shapes, we can see them, we can hold them, right? And 3D shapes have edges. What are edges? Where two faces meet, that are called edges. Have corners. Corners also called as vertices. And the points where edges meet are called corners. Let's see first. 3D shape is cube. All sides are same, like in a dice and an ice cube. We'll see cuboid. In a cuboid, like it's like a rectangle box. It has also 6 faces, right? And it can be different length, breadth, and height, similar as cube. Cube has all equal sides. You can see the top, bottom, left side, right side, front and the back. Next is cylinder. Cylinder have 2 circular faces, 1 curved surface, and there is no vertices, no corners, only 2 circular edges, 2 circular faces, and 1 curved surface. A sphere. What is a sphere? All points on the sphere are at same distance from the center. And sphere has no vertices, no corners, no edges, no flat surfaces, only 1 curved surface. Example like in an orange ball or a globe, right? Pyramid. Let's see pyramid. What is a pyramid? It is a solid shape with 1 flat base and some triangular faces. What are the parts of pyramid? Base, a top point, edges, vertices are the parts of pyramid. What is a cone? Cone is a 1 circular base, 1 curved surface, and 1 pointed top. Thank you for now. See you in next session.